video, everybody. Jordan Stoltz here, back with another farm video. Kind of moving on to something different today, and that something different is sunflower planting. I'm in the John Deere 7510 with Piper and our little sunflower planter. I'm headed out to go start the sunflower planting process. This is the first field that we're going to plant for sunflowers. It's one of the bigger ones that I mentioned in the other video the other day that is full of rocks. We picked all those, cultivated the field, harrowed it to kind of smooth it out so it's not so rough in the tractor. And now gonna go put in some sunflowers into the ground. These are oil sunflowers. And we got a pretty good amount of them this year, this field being the largest portion. And then I think 2 or 3 more as well. So gonna go start this process. It goes slow, 8 rows at a time, but it's nice in this tractor. Auto steer's a blessing, and it's nice to be moving on to another crop. So we are working on wheat as well. The air seeder is currently out in another field, putting in some wheat. Barley, canola are done, and soybeans will go in after the wheat because we use the same tractor for both wheat and soybeans, as well as all the other crops except sunflowers. This one, because it is free, can go to sunflowers and kind of get started on those. It's, I think, like May 28th or something today, so still at a pretty good schedule, a little bit late, but making good progress this year. So let's get started. Thanks for joining. Went a few hours out here with the sunflower planter and the 7510. I've gotten from like this point that I'm at over to the grass over there done 20 feet at a time. It's slow going, but we're making good progress. Up until this run anyways. I got here to the end of this pass, heard a strange noise coming from the 7510, went to examine and saw one of these pulleys here throwing some sparks in the engine, which is not good. So the pulley throwing the sparks was that very top one right there. Throwing sparks out of the front of it, and you can kind of see this belt here has some shredding going on. And I walked back 50 feet or so from the planter where I started hearing the noise, found these little shreds of belt, so it's kind of eating the belt up a little bit. So we gotta fix that for sure to make sure the engine stays intact in this 7510. So something's going on here with the pulley or the belt itself. We'll see what we need to replace. Assess, I'll let you guys know what we end up doing, and we're paused for now because of that. In other news, looks like maybe thunderstorms tonight coming through. Blue skies over here to the east, to the west. It's looking a little bit darker. This week there is some scattered storms around, so if we get one of those, it might delay things a little bit, but it doesn't look like too significant of rain coming, just little storms popping up, it seems. All right, folks, we're back in the tractor the very next day, planting more sunflowers, working on the same field towards the west end. Maybe 4 or 5 hours left in this field. This is the main one we're gonna do, and then hit a couple more fields. We should be done planting sunflowers by the end of the week, hopefully, if this tractor continues to hold up. When I left the video yesterday, we're having some tractor troubles with that pulley throwing some sparks, and it was indeed the bearing in there, missing quite a few little balls. And we decided to leave the belt because there's a lot of pieces that need to be taken off to actually replace the belt on the tractor, and didn't want to put in that work necessarily at this point in the planting season. So gonna roll with the slightly shredded belt, and we replaced the pulley. So it's running smoothly so far. It's been out here for a few hours and everything's working well. We're gonna listen for strange noises, but kind of continue on and then do the big repair at the end. We're gonna keep getting these sunflowers in the ground, 8 rows at a time. finishing up this field here, last pass right in front of me. You guys probably can't see the difference, but that's seeded over there from when I went around the outside. That's just seeded. And finishing this up, I did almost run out of seed, so I had to go back to the truck and get some more seed with 2 or 3 passes left, which delayed things a little bit. It's about 8:30 right now, but we're finishing up this field as we speak. I'm gonna go hit a little tiny island type part over on the other side of the field that we need to get. And then there's also another half to the field that's across the creek. I'm not gonna do that tonight. We'll probably do that tomorrow. And that'll do it for today's video. I'm gonna finish this up and go home, eat some food, and go to bed. Thank you all for joining me for this video. Planting 23 continues on. Thank you for the support of the farm channel and for everything else for watching this video. Take it easy, everybody.